All right, y'all. Cedric Speaks, the legally blind entrepreneur. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So I met this girl the other day on Instagram. It was just one of those days where I just got the urge to want to connect with somebody new, like a new female, just to get to know her on some friend type of vibes. You know what I mean? So I got on Instagram, went to the search bar, and typed in Houston, which is where I'm at. Came across her page, noticed she was an entrepreneur, and she just seemed pretty interesting. So I slid on her, right? Slid in her DM. I let her know like, hey, I'm just looking to be friends. And s3x ain't on my radar, so you ain't even gotta worry about me just trying to come in with just that motive only. And the reason I told her that was just because, oftentimes when we say, hey, we just trying to be friends, they think that, they may think that, hey, that's just him saying he want to be friends with benefits, right? And rightfully so, because that's what most guys be trying to do, right? Just trying to get in, knock these females down as quick as possible, get out, move on to their next victim. And so I just wanted to let her know that I wasn't on that type of time. And I'm just trying to be friends, just to get to know her. We can learn some things from each other. It seems like we have some things in common. And she was with it. She was with it from the start. She was with it from the start. It didn't take her too long to hit me back. When I first hit her up, she responded the same day. So, there's some attraction there. I'm sure she attracted to me. Some attraction there. And based on some things that we kind of already talked about, like I know she attracted to me. So yeah. So we texted back and forth on IG. And then we took it to the phone, got her number, we took it to the phone. And yeah, I was just letting her know, like, yeah, I'm abstinent, which I let her know on IG, but, the conversation came back up, it was just like, yeah, I've been abstinent. I've been practicing semen retention for a couple years now. I let her know the streak that I'm on. I let her know I had a YouTube channel talking about this topic, and she was intrigued by it. She agreed that sexual discipline is very much needed in our community and definitely needs to be being taught to the youth. And so she was intrigued by it. And yeah, so had that conversation on FaceTime. And then some days later, I had hit her up. I had hit her up randomly, and we did our how are yous and all of that. And I asked her what she was doing. She said she was going to like a panel, and then like a speaker's panel. And then she asked me what I was doing, right? So I was about to type back like, I'm about to work out, about to go work out, but I didn't want to just say something boring. Like, I didn't want to just like be boring, because texting could get boring. Like at this point, we already kind of been texting for some days and all of that. So I didn't want to say, nothing just boring. Like, so when she was like, what you doing? And I was like, I said, what I said? I said, I'm having thoughts about us um, I said, I'm having thoughts about, I'm having thoughts about random scenarios with you. And then she was like, ooh, ooh, like what? And then I was like, scenarios of us being intimate without having s3x. And then she responded quick. She was like, ooh, I'm intrigued. Like, I'm intrigued now. Like, tell me one of them. And I didn't respond immediately. I didn't respond. I was like, let me make her wait for it. So I didn't respond. I responded like a couple hours later. Like, so we initially started talking on like at like 7. I probably didn't respond till like 11 that night. And so yeah, she was like, I'm intrigued. Like, tell me one. Like, tell me one of the scenarios of us being intimate without having to have s3x. So I was like, so when I finally hit her back some hours later, I was like, I'd rather show you. You feel me? Like, I was like, I'd rather show you, because like with females, man, like you gotta keep they brains working, you know, like you gotta keep their brains working. They get bored easily. So you gotta give them something to think about. You gotta stimulate their mind. You can't just be dry, you know, you can't just be like these other guys. You can't just have the same responses every time y'all talk, every time y'all text. Like, you gotta throw something off the wall sometimes. Like, just say something that's gonna, say something that, say something edgy, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like say something that can intrigue her. So she, you know, so I had told her, like, you know, I prefer to show you. I'd rather show you than tell you, because no, I knew, like, no matter what I told her in text, it was gonna come off, it was gonna be a little dry, because it's like, it's a text. I'm telling you, like, come on, bro, like, nah, like, I'd rather keep you wondering. You feel me? Like, keep you wondering. So when I said that, I was like, yeah, I'd rather show you. She had texted me back. I guess she was asleep at the time. She texted me back at like 5 a.m. and she was like, ooh, okay. And we ended up getting on the phone. Like later that day. And we was talking, and somehow the conversation came up again. I don't remember how, but I don't know. She was going through some pain, and I was asking her, like, you know, you like massages? I was like, do massages help with that? And she was like, yeah, like they help and all of that. And so just started talking about massages and stuff, and I was just asking her, like, you know, them dudes, them dudes that you be messing with, they don't be trying to give you a massage. And she was like, oh, nah. She was like, thing is that I can get a massage whenever I want one. She was like, I can get a massage whenever I want one, which, duh, every female can. Like, so she's like, oh, no, I can get a, massage whenever I want one. But the thing is that every time I want a massage, it always has to lead to s3x with these guys. Like, it always has to lead to s3x. Like, sometimes I just want a massage without having to have s3x, like, she's like, sometimes I want to do it, of course, but she's like, but sometimes, I just want to get a massage. Like, I just may want to relax, or I may be in pain. I just want a massage. But it just seems like the massage is like an alert, and I had cut her off. I was like, yeah, it's like, it's a, the the massage is like the call for us. Like, oh yeah, yep, she ready to go. You feel me? Like, she ready to go. But sometimes, man, like, they be wanting intimacy without s3x all the time. Like, they be wanting that sometimes. But I was telling her, like, man, the thing is, a lot of guys, we just wasn't taught. We wasn't taught, about intimacy without s3x. Like, I mean, most guys know about cuddling, but it's like, even with that, it's like, dude trying to smash, like, dude trying to smash. But guys wasn't taught really how to be intimate long term without having s3x. And I was just telling her, like, yeah, like, massages is one of them. Like, that's one. I was like, how she mentioned the scenarios, I was like, hey, well, that's one. You got one right there. Like, because me, I like giving massages. Like, and I could give a woman a massage for hours, 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Shit, put a movie on, put my headphones on. Shit, I could touch a woman's body for hours. Like, that's just me. Like, for real. And I genuinely like doing it. I genuinely like doing it. And I was just telling her, I was like, well, that's different with me, because I was like, well, that's gonna be different with me because I'm down for it. Like, I'm down for it. And yeah, so that was pretty much that conversation. But yeah, man, it's like, on SR it's going to teach you how to have s3x. I mean, how to have intimacy without having s3x, right? It's going to teach you how to have intimacy without s3x. And I'm telling y'all, man, like, that is going to have you standing out, like, straight up. Like, it's going to have you standing out, because most guys would have said, when she said, what you doing? When the dude was like, yeah, I'm thinking about scenarios and me and you or some shit like that. Most dudes would have been like, yeah, I'm thinking about us being intimate. And, they would have been like, yeah, what's me licking yo and you sucking. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Like, that's it. But it's like, there's way more ways to be intimate out here. Not even with just physical touch all the time. Like, you don't even just gotta be with physical touch. You could just be like mental stimulation, like, or whatever, like. And I feel like a lot of females are craving that. Yeah, they wanna, get smashed too, like, but a lot of females are craving a guy who can, show them something different, like, because the D is nothing really, just aside from, feel good to them. Getting D is nothing just too interesting to them. It's like, it's too easy. It's easy. I was telling my brother yesterday, it's so easy for them. It's not really it's not a challenge for them. It's not a challenge for them. Like, they're not going out like wondering if they can get some D tonight. Like, they're not worried about that, right? And so yeah, man, like, that's what SR is gonna help y'all with, like, just being intimate. And then you built up on energy. So it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel good, whether y'all cuddling, whether y'all holding hands, whether y'all hugging, y'all just, I don't know, cuddled up on a beach. I don't know, it's just a lot of ways to just be intimate. Nice little candlelight dinner, y'all looking each other in the eyes, y'all feeding each other fruit. all types of stuff, man. Like look it up on YouTube, look it up on Google. Ways to be intimate without having S3x, and there should be a lot that pop up. But yeah, so she intrigued by that. Like she like, yeah, I'm intrigued by that. Like, and you know, I am too, because I don't plan on giving up my seed for a minute. And then when it comes to a female, like, I ain't trying to really smash her. Like, from the day I meet her, I ain't trying to just smash her for at least 6 months to a year, like, to be real. Like, and that's something that I never really did. Like, I smash on the first night. Like, I'm the king of smashing on the first night, to be real with you. Like, so that's not something that I usually do, but it's just like, that's what SR is about. It's like, it's about growth. It's about change. It's about becoming the person that you saying that you want to become, and doing things to make that happen, you know. And for me, like, that's something that I'm working on, is just being able to be friends with girls without, in a lot of situations, without being intimate at all with them, But in other cases, you know, I want to be intimate without having to always penetrate and spill my seed and all of that. Like I want that. Like, I'm not ready for a relationship right now, but I would like some intimacy. Like, you know, I like intimacy. Like, I like to cuddle, you know, I like to hold hands. I like to just kiss. Like, one dude I met say, he stand with his girl in the shower, body to body. Like, he stand with her body to body in the shower. They hold hands and stand in front of each other, body to body. And that's the way that's the way he, you know, that's one of the things he does with his girl. You know, he practices SR too. So yeah, eventually, you know, y'all gonna have S3x, but that's not something you just, you know, with this practice of SR, it's not something that we trying to do too often. Hey, whether I'm not ejaculating or not, I'm not just trying to just be having S3x too often, because yeah, it just kind of throws the balance off of things. And I'm trying to keep females around in my life for a long time. Like, my bro opened me up to a whole new way of thinking, my oldest brother. And he was just like, yeah, man, he was like, I'm trying to get to 50 years old and still have female friends, like females around me. But if we just smashing them all,